finally achieved it. I've caught up with the man himself, Vis Khalifa.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to the UK.
Thank you.
How you feeling your trip, man?
I'm having a good time. Moving around pretty fast, you know, so just getting in and handling business.
Alright, so you did the big show yesterday, sold out show, Hammersmith Apollo. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was really loud in there. They all knew the words and shit, so good deal.
I gotta say, man, I heard that you used to live in the UK. Is this true or is this a rumor?
No, I lived out here when I was younger. It was for a small amount of time. My parents were in the Air Force.
Okay.
So I lived in, I think it was Upper Hayford, that's what it was called. Yeah.
Alright,
That's where I lived.
Alright.
It was only for like a year and a half, though.
Alright, cool. So any plans to move back to the UK maybe?
Nope.
Nope? You're not feeling it that much?
Nah, it's not I don't feel it. Y'all need some sunshine out here. Y'all need some better weed out here. And then we could talk.
Alright. How much? Because, you know, I put it out on Twitter that I'm going to interview you. And everyone was kind of like obsessed with the amount of weed you smoke. How much do you spend on weed per week?
Just enough to get me by.
You're not going to give us a price?
Nah.
A number?
Just enough for me, you know?
You ever been to Amsterdam?
I'm going tomorrow.
So you're looking forward to that?
Absolutely.
Have you ever tried ganja cake?
Yeah.
Weed cake?
Yeah.
How you feeling that?
It's a different high, you know? I like to smoke my weed, but usually when you eat it, it makes you like kind of tired and sleepy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I usually just smoke.
We prepared some for you out back, so yeah.
Eat the weed?
Well, not eat the weed. It's in sponge. It's in a sponge cake, so you can take that with you, man.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a little present for you.
Hey, thanks.
All right, where does the name Vis Khalifa come from? Some people think it's your real name. Some people think it means something. Do you want to break that down?
Yeah, Wiz comes from just being the youngest guy around my group of friends, and they always called me a young Wiz because I was good at whatever I tried to do. And Khalifa is Arabic, and means successor or leader. My granddad is Muslim. He gave me that name when I was younger, so I just put the two together.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Another thing about you is your tattoos, man.
Yes, sir.
Some of the first videos I saw, I was like, wow, this guy has gone all out with the tattoos.
Yeah.
Was that always the plan, or was it kind of like an unplanned addiction for tattoos?
Nah, it was always the plan. I got my first one when I was 16. My mom took me to go get it.
Really?
And you know, since I was younger, I always kind of wanted tattoos.
You must have a cool mum, because my mum still doesn't know I've got tattoos, man.
Yeah, my mom's excellent. She's really cool, man. Both of my parents are really cool. My dad and my mom. I got a great relationship with both of them. And they just understand me, you know? They let me express myself through my tattoos, through my music, you know, everything.
Okay. What was your first tattoo?
It was my group name on my left bicep, so.
Taylor Gang?
No,
Okay.
That wasn't the first group I was in.
What was the first group?
I usually don't tell nobody.
Yeah, tell me.
Nah.
Alright, cool. If you're out there, you know who you are.
Yeah.
The first.
Oh yeah, they be around me, so yeah.
Alright.
Man, they all family.
Alright, cool. You rolling with Amber Rose?
Yeah.
Alright, so what was the first thing you said to Amber Rose? Because, you know, Amber Rose is looked at across the world by a lot of men as the bomb. So
she is.
Everyone wants to know how you got with Amber Rose. What was the first thing you said to Amber Rose?
Just being normal.
That won her.
Just being normal, being regular. She's a really, really down-to-earth girl. You know what I'm saying? So when you approach real people like that, you get a real result.
What was the first thing? What was the first line you dropped to her?
I don't remember. It wasn't a line. I was really nervous.
Where did you meet her?
In LA. Like we talked on Twitter at first, and then I met her in LA, and then we went and got something to eat, and we just talked. You know, just real normal.
You tweeted who first? You tweeted her?
I don't know.
But it happened through Twitter then?
That's how we first like kind of made contact through DM, and then we met up. And we got something to eat.
That's game. That's game.
Yeah,
DM is a powerful thing, man.
It happens, man. It happens. You know, I don't want Twitter thinking they're responsible. They might try to like get us to pay them or something like that.
Yeah.
But nah, in all actuality, it's just like, you know, two people come together. It's gonna happen regardless, whether it was Twitter, Black Planet, MySpace, freaking we bump into each other on the street.
All right. Obviously, your success is incredible right now.
Yeah.
There was a period where, you know, we understand that Rick Ross wanted to sign you.
Yeah.
What was that period like, and why did you kind of turn down that situation?
Well, that was just like a period where I think a lot of people were realizing where I was about to go with my stuff. I had been building it and just making it what it is for like, you know, 6 or 7 years. And I think that was last summer, you know, and that was when I was doing a deal with Atlantic and my tour was building. So a lot of my buzz was really building up. So a lot of people were like, I'm gonna jump on this dude now.
Yeah.
But it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Not saying for Rick Ross because that's the homie, you know? But you know, he's a really good friend of mine, and I respect his business and what he does. But just for me, it wasn't the right move at that time. You know, maybe earlier in my career, or you know, something like that. But it was at the point where I was building myself to be myself, so I had to follow through with that.
You teamed up with Tiny Temper.
Yeah,
who was killing it right now.
Yeah,
so how did that team up come about?
Yeah, well, Stargate actually produced that record, and they produced Black and Yellow as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so when I was in the studio with them doing Black and Yellow, that's when I recorded the hook for the Tiny song, and they played it for him, and he loved it. They made a beat around the whole hook, and we just made it happen.
Okay. Any other UK stars you're feeling? As you're in the UK, have you managed to hear anyone that you've
I'm
got
still
your eye
getting put on to everything, you know. I've just been really consumed with like promo and doing these shows and making sure everything goes right. I haven't even been able to listen to music or be on the internet or anything.
Speaking of shows, man, for those that haven't been to a Wiz Khalifa show yet, what can they expect? I mean, I was there yesterday.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, you absolutely tore it down.
Thank you.
I got there a little bit late.
Okay.
But Taylor Gang just absolutely killed it. Tore the roof down.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those that haven't been to a Wiz Khalifa show, what was it like?
It's a lot of energy, great songs. People know, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of material, so it scatters. Like this group of people might know these songs, and this group of people might know this batch of songs, but they all come together, you know? Like whether you hear a song for the first time at the show or you know it, you're gonna love it. You know?
How would you describe your style? Because it's interesting you say that. You've got a very diverse kind of fan base, which is hard to achieve for artists.
I just keep it, you know, widespread with my music and my personality and how I reach people, you know. I don't try to narrow it down to one thing. And I think the more open that I keep things for people, the more people that I can relate to. Yeah.
Who's some of your influences that you growing up you was listening to is like, damn, I want to rock a crowd like that, or you know, I want to
definitely
be like this
like
or
Snoop, you know, definitely like Snoop, Cameron.
Did Snoop kind of, would you say Snoop was your influence in smoking?
Oh, no. It wasn't my influence. I started smoking because I wanted to smoke.
Alright, cool. I don't want to get Snoop in trouble, but...
Bone Thugs and Harmony, Biggie. I listen to a lot of different types of music too. I listen to a lot of old soul, you know, rock, pop music as well, just to, you know, be open on everything. My dad raised me listening to all types of music.
In school though, was that cool? Was it kind of like,
nah.
Why are you listening to pop music? Why are you listening to rock music?
Nah, nobody really understood it. Nobody really understands it now, you know, because I make the music that I make, and I'm just free with my music. I don't, you know, I can make a song like Taylor Gang, and I can make a song like Fly Solo, and it's still me, you know. That just goes with my ear.
How would you describe your own album then, Rolling Papers?
I would just describe it as it's a fun album. It's definitely like different types of music. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a hip hop album. It's a whole musical experience that, you know, you could just listen to it and it sounds good, or you could be really educated on music and bars and sequencing and stuff like that, and then you'll hear it and you can see how we put it together and how dope it is as well.
I'm assuming that you was kind of rolling papers whilst recording every track on the album.
Yeah, smoking while rapping.
So there's no song that you've ever made when you haven't smoked? Recent times? That's your secret formula?
It's not the secret. It's what works, you know what I'm saying? Superman goes in the phone booth and changes his outfit. He never ran in like Wendy's and changed his why would I change nothing?
Are you feeling the food out here? Fish and chips? Have you?
Fish and chips is cool. That's about it.
That's it. You're not.
Yeah, I'm not dissing. You know, the UK. It's just I can't own food. Maybe I gotta grow up on the food. I need some seasoning.
We'll sort that out, man. We got the ganja cake back there as well for you.
Well, that's gonna make me more hungry. I'm gonna need some real food after that. Like I eat food. I don't just eat weed. Can't just feed me weed, man.
Well, that's all I thought you really liked. You know, that's what you talk about.
No, man. You gotta
dig.
You gotta dig into music, man. You gotta fucking see what's going on in me. It's life.
I hear that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks for joining me, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks for having me.
I try to stay out your business, but on the real, you're so